Everybody's been waiting for us to talk about it. They've been talking about it since the start of the episode, so we might as well talk about it now. It is Rutgers at Purdue. Rutgers favored in this one by 2.5. Listen, if Purdue is going to get a win in the Big Ten this season, it is this game, in my opinion. And that is nothing that I'm talking bad about Rutgers for. It's just neither of these teams have a win in the Big Ten. Excuse me, neither of these teams have a win in the Big Ten this season. Purdue has a really, really tough schedule to end the season. I don't see a win there in the rest of the way. So if they're going to make that happen, they have to be able to get the win in this one. But in the same way, Rutgers has to get a win. I do not think those fans are going to be happy at all with Greg Schiano if they do not get a win against Purdue here. This is a Rutgers program that, yes, has not been great, but they still have a proud fan base, and they are not going to be happy if you lose to the worst team in the Big Ten last year in Purdue, and looking better this season, but still not a great team this season in Purdue. Looks better, better disciplined in certain ways, but still turning the ball over a lot of penalties. Zack, what is your question for this game?
I think it's all about quarterback. Which quarterback will make the least amount of turnover-worthy plays?
Well, and which quarterback plays for Purdue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a big thing, too.
Is Ryan Browne out?
Ryan Browne got hurt last game. So.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But I would argue Malachi Singleton is not all that different from Ryan Browne, in my opinion. And I'm not trying to disparage Ryan Browne by saying that. I just think that Malachi Singleton is he has the mobility that Browne does. Probably doesn't have quite the composure, but Browne is also kind of YOLO sometimes with the football, and kind of how it goes. So, but Ryan Browne did practice, it says. So we'll see. But another report is saying he's doubtful. So
okay.
Does that impact things a lot for you?
No.
So, all right. My question in this game is, can the Rutgers passing attack get back to what it was? Zack, the Rutgers passing attack, yes, they threw for 300 yards against Washington a couple weeks ago, but they were not very good against Oregon. Athan Kaliakmanis had a terrible, terrible game, could not complete a pass to save his life. It felt like even in that Washington game, they were able to pick up a bunch of yards, but they were not able to convert and put points on the board. Only 19 points for Rutgers in that game. And unfortunately, with this Rutgers defense, that's just not going to do it for you. Rutgers began the year on fire, scoring 34 or more points in their first 3 games. You had 34 against Ohio, and then it just kept going up and up and up. And then now Rutgers is not scoring very many points at all in Big Ten play. But what they still do well, Zack, I don't know if you know this, Rutgers is second in the Big Ten in 10-plus yards per pass play. Did you know that?
Yep.
They are only behind USC. USC leads the Big Ten in 10-plus yard pass plays. Rutgers, 82 of those on the season, behind only, is it 82? I might need to double check that. Doesn't sound right. But it's up there. Maybe 32. 32 sounds better. I'll double check to be sure. But in order for Antoine Raymond to be able to run well, they need to get more of those chunk plays. I'm not saying they need to get 30, 40-yard passing plays, but they need to get some of those chunk plays to be able to open stuff up in the middle so Antoine Raymond can run well. So, Zack, what is your score prediction in this game?
I've got 34-24 Rutgers. And here's something that I think I want to highlight. See if I can find it here. So, you brought up Rutgers against Washington. Washington defensively is not terrible, right? They're 39th in total defense. They allow 332 yards per game, 5.15 yards per play. Not terrible. Like, not great, but not terrible. For Purdue, you have to do some moving around. They're 79th. They allow 5.87 yards per play. They allow 373.4 yards per game. They're a significantly worse defense. And I think I trust Kaliakmanis and those receivers against that caliber of a defense over either Browne or Singleton. And I think they're proneness to turnovers, even against a mediocre to bad defense for Rutgers.
Yeah, I think you make a lot of good points, and I think when you take into account what this Purdue secondary has been this season, this is the game for Athan Kaliakmanis and these receivers to go out there and just show out. I would not be surprised at all if Athan Kaliakmanis has over 400 yards passing in this game.
Mm.
You know, like this is a Purdue secondary. We give crap to Michigan State. We give crap to Rutgers a little bit. Wisconsin. Like these are not good secondaries in the Big Ten. Purdue, they were literally running into each other and falling down against Illinois. It was not a pretty sight. Now that's Illinois. That's a good passing attack, but still, should not be having that happen. So, my
Nope.
prediction: I am also going to pick Rutgers. Oh, I wrote down the wrong thing there. I'm also going to pick Rutgers, but I am going to pick it to be a closer game because I do
Oh,
think that we have seen some of the issues with the second half for Rutgers, right? So I would not be surprised if Rutgers gets out and they're up like 24-10 or something like that. But they come out and they only get a couple field goals in the second half. Purdue makes a comeback, but they're able to hold them off, and Rutgers wins this one 30-27.
I'm sorry, DK. I'm very
Sorry, DK.
sorry.
Yeah. So I wanted to pick Purdue to win this one. Maybe that's why I wrote down Purdue by accident. I wanted to
Does it
pick
say
Purdue
I was
in this
shocked
one.
when you switched?
Yeah. No, I accidentally put the wrong one in there. So sorry about that. I had it right on my note sheet, but I didn't have it right here on the table thing. So yeah, but we will see. Going to be a good game.